They live, they die, they live again. Throughout countless millennia, 4 immortals have shaped the world through violence in hopes of achieving some form of world peace. Yeah, what could go wrong? Well, they could be found out as immortals. Therein lies the conflict of this movie. While on the run to cover their tracks and tie off loose ends, a monkey wrench gets tossed into the gears of their plans in the form of a newly christened immortal. Now, not only must they keep their secrets, but teach them to their newest member. Charlize Theron plays the leader of the immortal quartet. She's the oldest and therefore the most dangerous. If you've seen her in any action movies, then you know that she gives 110%. And of course, you know she's a phenomenal actor. So when she has to convey the moroseness of being older than written history, you know you're gonna get an emotional gut punch. Kiki Layne plays the most recent addition to the Immortals. She's our entry point character. Whenever we, the audience, have a question about the logistics of immortality, she's the one who voices them because she's learning along with us. Because she's so new to the whole live, die, repeat business, it's fun to see her figure it out. She goes from confusion and anger to clever and calculating, and it's a lot of fun to watch. The other immortals have their own distinct personalities that make you genuinely care about what happens to them, even though they can't die. The thing I like most about this movie is when they show how absurdly lethal these guys are. They've lived countless lifetimes, so they have an endless encyclopedia of ways to efficiently murder people, just tucked away in their heads. You could tweak this movie just a little bit and make it a horror movie. Why won't they die? Between the massacre scenes, there's a couple of moments that are oddly heartwarming. There's one that comes to mind that actually made me go, aw. But then it's immediately followed by a scene that features just the aftermath of murder. It made me go, fuck. The action is easy to follow, which is a good indication of the cinematography and the editing working hand in hand. I do want to point out that there are a few moments that reminded me of an early 2000s action movie, and not in a good way. Specifically, the use of non-diegetic music. For those of you who don't know, when music plays in a movie and the characters don't hear it, that's non-diegetic music. Most movies do this with an orchestral score to help highlight the emotions that characters are feeling. When music is diegetic, that means it's actually playing within the world of the film. So in the old guard, you have this non-diegetic music in the form of an electro-pop song with lyrics, and it's during an action scene, and it would be really cool in the trailer because it's not a bad song. I just don't understand why it's in this scene in particular. It just didn't make sense to me. I don't know. That's a fleeting negative. Let me end with something positive. There's a scene where both Charlize Theron and Kiki Layne are sparring in a cargo plane. It's a scene that I feel any other director would have looked at and made it more excessive, for lack of a better word. You know, like they'd be like, oh, there's a fight scene between the 2 female leads in this movie. I'm gonna make that hot. However, there's no gratuitous shots of their butts. There's no moments where they get into a compromising position, like a crotch to the face or something like that. There's no moment where the pilot turns around and just goes, cat fight. No, it's just a straightforward fight scene. It's not restrained because the idea to make it sexy isn't there to begin with. Would you believe that this movie is directed by a woman? I bet you would. Just give her more movies is what I'm saying. I hope she directs the sequel to this one. So, should you watch this movie? Yeah, what the hell? Like, it didn't knock my socks off, but it slapped me across the face. You know, like a good slap. This is a terrible analogy. Solid action and likable characters make this easily digestible genre fare. It's something that I can see myself watching again just for the hell of it. It's fun stuff. Check it out.